Hey, 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 beautiful people, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Got put on my little lip gloss, put on my little lip gloss. How y'all doing out there? It is a beautiful, beautiful evening. The sun was shining and the moon was mooning. Like it is so beautiful. It is a gorgeous, crisp, cool winter day. So listen, I hope that your day has been phenomenal. Mine has no complaints at all, none. All right. So listen, what's going on? I am your girl, Coach TaShon, your marriage communication coach. Here to today is Talk It Out Tuesday. So we are here to talk about a really kind of elaborate on yesterday's Marriage Monday. So if you did not get a chance to follow me or get some information yesterday, go back. It's on the page. You can replay it. And we talked about kindness in our conversation and so forth. And today we're going to continue that talk with kindness and communication and breaking down those words, those phrases, and so forth. So listen, go ahead and get your notepad out. You know how I do. You know what I say. Get your notepad, pencil, pen, whatever you gonna do. Get it out so you can take these notes from your coach, your marriage communication coach. That's me. I mean, I told you I'm not gonna leave you hanging, right? So yesterday, I got my notes. Got my notes. Yesterday we talked about some. I gave you three relatable ways of kindness, of incorporating kindness into your communication, into your conversation. Because again, believe it or not, all of this goes hand in hand. You have to be kind with your partner as you're talking, right? So today, let's elaborate on some of those phrases. Now, again, this is just tidbit, TLC's tidbits, okay? So, in order for you to get more and to grow more, go ahead and connect with me at IamTrinetteLCollier.com slash services. Right there, you can choose what your TLC coaching or the TLC Dream Board. And we'll talk about that a little later, okay? So listen, let's break down the power of kind words. This month's theme is Love Is. And this second week in January, we're talking about kindness. Love is kind, right? You have to practice kindness. Now, again, you may be thinking, "Oh, that's my husband or that's my wife and we've been together for 10, 12 years and I know how to speak to my wife be like, I know how to speak to my husband, and the whole time y'all are not being kind to each other, believe it or not. Even after years of being married, you're not being kind to each other, and that's the problem. That's one of the problems, right? And because again, we forget about being kind. We're kind to other people, you know what I mean? We're kind to other people, but in our own home, we forget that kindness piece. And so we got to bring it back home. We got to bring it back. Remember, I was telling you, I said, each one teach one. We're bringing that back. I'm bringing it back. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm bringing it back because that's why I'm here to teach you. It's never too late. You have a little communication challenge, a little bump in the communication department. It's okay. Your marriage is not over. Sometimes we have to be reminded of a lot of these. When we first got together, we have to be reminded of what we did. We were kind to our partners, right? When we first met, we were kind to each other. We were sweet, loving, gentle, all of the above. And then we got comfortable with each other. We got used to each other. We just life started life and as it's supposed to, but some situations overtook the other, and then we lost the compassion, the kindness, and the overall love, genuine love for each other, the patience, the grace. We lost that in our marriage. Now, it doesn't mean that you stop loving your spouse. You love your spouse, right? But we forgot about all of those elements. And kindness is one of those elements that we just did not, we just, I don't know, we just forgot about, right? So But that's okay. That's okay. It's never too late. It's never too late. As long as you have breath in your body, it is never too late to do this. But what did I say yesterday? You have to practice these things. You have to practice kindness. You have to practice patience. Okay? So last week we talked about patience. Love is patient. This week we're talking about love is kind. Okay? The kindness. Now, so let's break down the power of our kind words, right? So shifting blame to collaboration, right? How can reframing your words invite your spouse into a shared solution? So, for example, instead of accusing your spouse with, this is an infamous one. You never listen to me. You know, I'm guilty. I was guilty. I did that. I did that. As a woman, as a wife, I was like, you don't never listen to me. And true enough, sometimes your spouse may not listen to you, right? But there's a way to get your spouse to listen, actively listen at that. Okay? So this is how you can rephrase that. If you're going to focus on team, because again, you are in this together. It's not a I, it's not a them. You're in this together. You want to eliminate conflict. You want to eliminate the rudeness in your man. You want to eliminate all of the stuff, that the elements that's going against you. You don't want that. You want to build together, right? So focus on the teamwork. So, change that to say, I love for us to work on hearing each other better. Now, I know it may sound corny. It may sound corny. You know why it sounds corny and just really foreign to you? Because you never said it. You're so used to fussing and fighting and cussing each other out and stumping and stumping your way with attitudes and all of this. You're used to that versus sitting down and saying, you know what? I really want us to work together. I really want us to hear each other out. Like, you put your own spin on it. You know what I'm saying? Put your own spin on it. And tell your spouse, listen, I really want us to work on hearing each other out, because both of us got something to say. I value what you have to say. I know you value what I say. Like, I really want to I want to chill and work on communicating. I want us to vibe with each other. I want us to, let's do this. We already been in this thing for a long time. We already been in this. So there's no need for us to go against each other. Remember, you're not going against each other. You are a team. You are a team. Okay? So just, again, put your spin on it. Of course, I know it's like the corniness in it that you're not used to. And of course, I'm, as a coach, I'm trying to bring the more of the professional coaching aspect of it. But you know your spouse. Put that spin on it. And just let your boo be like, boo, listen, I'm not against you. I just need to get some things out. I need for you to hear me. I want us to hear each other. I don't want to fuss and fight with you. You my boo. You my dog. Listen, babe, we together. Okay? So put your spin on it, but shift the blame to collaboration, meaning it's a we thing. It's a we thing. We're going to do this together. We're going to hear each other. Okay? As Nene said, we see each other. We hear each other. We're going to hear each other. Okay? With intentionality. Okay? So, instead of accusing your spouse with you never listen to me, just shift that. Say, babe, I would love for us to work on hearing each other. I know once we just really sit down and just make that time for each other and really hear each other out, we got this. We got this. So you put your spin on it, okay? Number two, from the criticism to partnership. Ooh. Now, we can criticize our partners, and that's not cool. That's not cool, right? So what's the impact of shifting from blame to offering help in your marriage? So instead of criticizing your spouse, you're going to offer to help your spouse and whatever it is. And in this case, we're talking about our conversation, right? So instead of saying, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do this? Like, why didn't you take out the trash? Why you just leave the dish in the sink? Like, why you do that? Like, why you didn't check the mailbox? Why you didn't bring the package in? Like, seriously, for real? Why you ain't do that? Why you ain't cut the grass? Like, golly. You know what I'm saying? So instead of doing that, take the supportive approach with, how can I, babe? How can I help you? What do you need from me? How can I help you get through this together? Like, let's do this. If you need some help on, taking the trash, I don't mind taking out the trash. I get it. We got valet trash. So I'll put it out. It's no problem. I know you probably been busy or whatnot, and it's cool. I got you. Or, anything, it's like, hey babe, the husband may be like, hey babe, I know that you've been working extra, some extra hours or whatnot, or you coming in tired. I got you. I got dinner. How can I help? You just put your spin on it. Your spouse. You want to shift that blame you want to shift that criticism to partnership. Y'all are in this together. Because again, as I was saying earlier, we've gotten comfortable with each other, right? So we do begin to take advantage of each other. You know what I mean? We do take advantage of each other, and we just automatically think that they're supposed to do this, all right? Our husbands are supposed to take out the trash. They're supposed to cut the grass, do all of these things, and not realizing that there are people too, and vice versa. Our husbands sometimes forget, like, oh, she's supposed to cook. She's supposed to keep the house clean. She's supposed to tend to the children if you have children. She's supposed to handle all of the doctor appointments, all of that stuff, right? And sometimes we act out of frustration, and then that's when it comes out like, you never do anything, like, I'm just tired. That's when you're frustrated, because again, we haven't been able to communicate with each other how we are feeling. So with this approach, so that you won't continue to have a blow up and be on each other's heads, you taking a different approach. So instead of that criticism, you're going to move from criticism to partnership. Like, babe, we're a team. What is it that you need? How can I help you? I ask my husband all the time, and it was foreign to him. It really was. I was like, hey, babe, is there anything I could do to help you? And he looked at, I kid you not, he looked at me like, and he said, what? I don't need no help. And at first I got in my feelings in the beginning, but I thought about it. I said, oh, he's not used to that, right? He's not used to a partner saying, hey, how can I help you? And so once I started putting into play, practicing, that's why I told you, I know, I understand. That's why I'm your marriage communication coach. Once I started putting it into practice, I didn't get offended. I didn't be like, I know he didn't ask me. I'm trying to be a good wife. I'm trying to do this, and he gonna tell me he don't need no help. Man, bump that. I ain't gonna help him no more. So instead of me getting an attitude, guess what I did? I practiced it, right? I just kept practicing. And so now when I ask him, I'm like, hey, babe, I said, you need anything from me? You need any help? Anything I can do? He'd be like, no, I got it. Or he may say, hey, can y'all know I've been cooking lately, right? So he may say, you think you can cook the patties tonight or whatnot? I said, yeah, I got you. No problem. And it's all about the communication approach. So, and a lot of times we have to understand our communication with each other is going to look totally different from what your friends, how they communicate with their spouses, what Instagram shows you, with Facebook, what anybody else shows you. But what you're incorporating is kindness and that patience. And you're putting your own spin on it. So ask your partner, what is it that I can do for you? How can I help you? We're a team. Listen, we in this thing together. Because when you feel good, I feel good, we feel good. Okay? Listen, number three, replacing silence with understanding. How does kindness in addressing mistakes open the door to resolution and connection? Well, instead of ignoring mistakes, address them kindly with, I know you didn't mean that. I know you didn't. Let's talk about it. How we can fix it. Let's talk about how we can fix it. Now, again, that sounds real easy, right? It is. It does. It sounds really easy. And if you're not used to doing, it sounds like there go Coach T in that TV mess. There she go with that therapy stuff. No, it's literally showing kindness, but again, you're gonna put your own spin on it. You put your own. You know your boo. You know the language that you and your boo have, right? And the thing about it, you're not cussing each other out. You're not using sarcasm. You're not fussing with each other. You're not doing any of those things. You're not complaining. You're just like, babe, I know you didn't mean to do that, or I know you didn't mean to say that. Let's rewind. Let's breathe. Remember, gave y'all some techniques when you're having conversations, especially those hard conversations. And you take that deep breath and you're like, okay, let's try this again. Let's do this again, because again, we're a team. What we're not going to do. Now let me rephrase it. What we ain't gonna do. We ain't gonna be against each other. And so you have to speak that, and you have to speak that with authority, but not sarcasm, because you want your partner to know, listen, we're on the same team. We got this. You're speaking the affirmation, that positivity in this conversation. That's part of that kindness piece. And that patience, going back to last week, that's part of that patience piece, right? So you're like, we're not fussing with each other. I just know that you didn't mean it like that, and I'm not going to take offense to it. So, but let me know what you meant, and let me know what we can do, to fix this, to resolve this. Because I'm not against you. I'm on your side. You're on my side, and we are together. You ain't got to have no attitude. You ain't got to clap your hands, snap your fingers at your. You ain't got to do none of that. You're not going to do that, because again, you're letting your partner know, you're letting your spouse know that, hey, we're in this thing together. We don't have time to fuss and fight with each other. We can talk with each other. We're going to be kind with each other. We're going to be kind in our conversations. Yes, we've been in this thing over 7 years now. We got this. So listen, we got this. We're going to do this right. That's how you incorporate that kindness. I know what I know. I'm telling you, I know. hmm I know. I got you. That's why I said I got you. I'm not gonna leave you out here hanging. Trust me. Okay? But what do I say? This is nothing magical. It ain't nothing magic about this, right? This is called practicing. You have to do this daily. This is a habit that you have to develop every single day. You don't wait till an argument appears. You don't wait till, you just get frustrated and just at your wits' end. This is something that you practice every day. You have to incorporate kindness in your conversation with your spouse on a daily basis. Not when you really feel good, like you doing it when you feel good, but also when you're not feeling good. Because there are going to be some moments where both of you just like, oh, okay, all right. And that conversation is going to come out. It may be a conversation you're not ready to have or whatnot, but you're going to know how to do it. You're going to know how to have that conversation, okay? Because you're going to know to incorporate patience and kindness all in that love package. Okay? So listen, this is what I need you to do. There's a big question for tonight. This is what I need. Which of these kindness focused phrases can you see transforming your communication with your boo, and why? I want you to put it in the comment section below. Even if you have to do, if you're doing a replay, if you're not joining me right now, do it in the replay. Tell me, which one of these kindness focused phrases can you see transforming your communication with your boo? Tell me why. Let me know, and just let me know. And I got more for you. Okay, I got more for you. And then in the midst of that, I want you to start shifting, taking those small shifts in your tone. Wording creates that big shift in trust and connection, because that's what you're doing. You want to shift from that negativity. You want to shift from the um, the criticism. You want to shift from the blame. You want to shift from that silence into that trust and that connection, that trustworthy connection that y'all already have. It just needs a little revising, revamping. It just needs to come back out, right? Because now you need to really act as a team. So that's what you're going to do. All right. So let's keep building these marriages, one kind word at a time. You know, I am here for you. The link is in the bio if you want to connect with me at TLC Coaching. I am TrinetteLCollier.com. Go on there, you will see the coaching services, TLC Coaching. And listen, if you're not quite ready for TLC Coaching, I want to invite you to Saturday, this Saturday, January 18th, 2025, from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, online in the privacy of your own home, date night with the Fireside Charcuterie and Conversations event. It's online date night, so there's no excuse, no excuse. You get to create your own mini charcuterie board together. We're gonna talk recap. We're gonna talk about a topic, a discussion about AI and the intimacy robots that they're calling it. That's that people that marriages are implementing in their sex life. We're gonna talk about that and some more goodies. It's an online private event, a community of married couples. And listen, the spaces are limited, so that means you need to go ahead and register. The link is right there below. I am TrinetteLCollier.com/services. It's right there in the middle of the page. Fireside Chat. Now, only one of you have to register, so both of you don't. Your spouse, you can register, put your information in there, and you'll get your link and everything else that you need. All right. So I cannot wait to see you on Saturday. That's this Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. I'm excited. I am very excited because this is the first one for 2025. We had them last year, we had each quarter, but I'm bringing it to you something new every month, and it is complimentary. AKA it's free, y'all. It's free. It's for free. I cannot stress that enough. It is free. Okay. So make sure you grab your spot. It is limited. That means a whole bunch of people ain't no, because I want it to be intimate. All right. I want it to be intimate. So make sure you grab your ticket. Tell another couple. Tell another married couple. Okay. For Mr. and Mrs. Let's do this. Let's do this. So don't forget to sign up. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see y'all again tomorrow, because this is the countdown week, and I want to make sure that you are in the room and online. Online, it's date night in the privacy of your own home. How beautiful is that? You know what I mean? So do that. Until then, y'all get some rest. Get some rest. Enjoy each other. It is Tuesday night. Taco Tuesday. We're not having tacos. I am going to I'm gonna create a salmon dish. Mhm. Mhm. I feel a little creative. I feel a little creative. I think I'm gonna do that. So until tomorrow, y'all. I love you all. Peace.